Tubers. You probably clicked on this video because you know me somehow, so hey.
What's up?
And that's the end of the video, okay.
And thank you guys for tuning in.
Have a good night.
Anyways, so you really probably did click on this because you know me, so hey, it's Tasha if you don't know me. This is my boyfriend, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
Nice to meet you guys.
And I just thought I would come on the Tube, #TubeNation today to do a little test on Billy here, the EDS criteria test. It's gonna be really fun because if you do not know, I have this super sick, rare illness called Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. There it is.
Yeah.
That's what I have, folks. It's pretty rare and it's super fun, but I'll make a whole other video talking about how I got diagnosed and what it is and all of that, blah, 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 blah. But for really quick information, everyone. The Ehlers-Danlos syndromes are a group of connective tissue disorders that can be inherited and are varied, both in how they affect the body and in their genetic cause. They're generally characterized by joint hypermobility, skin hyperextensibility, and tissue fragility. Basically, my body is really stretchy and I can
You're like Gumby.
like, Billy has Gorilla Glue in his body that holds everything together, and I have like cheap
Like dollar store glue.
dollar store glue.
Look at these bad babies.
Yeah, look how stretchy that is.
My face is not even stretchy.
My face is not even stretchy.
So, the criteria to get diagnosed with this disease is really, really, really hard and really strict because they don't know exactly what gene in your genetics, in your DNA causes it. So, they know for every other type of Ehlers-Danlos except for the one that I have. So isn't that super awesome? So today I'm gonna go through the sheet of how I got diagnosed, but do it on Billy.
I'm curious to see if he has it.
I know, same.
Yeah, me too.
Prefacing, I'm not gonna do every single one of these things because I'm not supposed to and it will hurt really bad and I'm just not gonna. Let's get started. That's what YouTubers do, right?
Let's get into
Let's
it.
get started.
Okay.
This is the most cringy thing I've ever done in my
No,
entire
it's actually
life.
pretty funny so far.
What's the number one?
Number one. So there's 3 criterions. Criteria number 1 is generalized joint hypermobility. And it's called the Beighton score. It's out of 9. So you get 9 points if you get them all. And I scored 8 out of 9. All right. Number 1 is, can you pull your pinky back past 90 degrees?
So where should my hand be?
So your hand should be flat. And you have to pull. Pull it! So you can't. It's
That's
probably,
as far as it goes.
that's pretty good, not
Wait, can
gonna
you pull
lie.
your pinky back far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do it further, but it hurts. But it's really like noticeable up at the top of my finger especially.
Yeah.
But it just goes back pretty far. Mine I had to like really yank back to get those 2 points, but they do both of your hands, so I got 2 points for those. Yours are pretty good. And the next one is for your thumbs.
Touch your thumb to your wrist.
Touch your thumb to your wrist, Billy.
That's as far as it goes. And the other one is right there.
Oh.
Mine goes really far, but this one really hurts. So I got 2 more points. Sorry, you're at 0 out of 9.
Okay.
This isn't
That's
looking
fine.
too good. And the next one is for your elbows.
What do I have to do with my elbows?
You have to stick your arms out straight, like to the side.
Mine's straight. Hers is beyond
Not.
straight.
So both of my elbows can do that.
Oh, okay, now you can really see it. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
Yeah.
So my elbows are really, really hyper flexible, hypermobile. Billy's are not. Sad day for Billy. The next one is your knees. And I'm not gonna do this one because my knees are super messed up. You can go on my Instagram and look at my EDS highlight and look at a video of my knees and that will explain it. Basically your knees are just supposed to be able to bend back at some angle, degree. I don't freaking know. I'm sorry that I'm not a doctor, okay? I'll put a picture of a hyperextended knee. It's really common. A lot of people have it even if you don't have EDS.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Right here, guys.
Actually, more like Right, probably like right here. Over Billy's face, sure.
Yeah.
We're
like
probably gonna do it right here.
Billy's face is a knee.
The last one is being able to stand with your legs straight and put your hands flat on the ground, which I cannot do because I broke my spine, which is really fun. So I can't do that. I used to be able to, but I can't anymore, so I got 0 points for that.
I can't touch my hands flat on the ground either.
Great, we don't need to see it, do we?
I'm just unflexible.
Cool. So that's it for the first criterion. I got 8 out of 9 on that, and to pass that criteria, you have to at least get 5, I believe. If you are an adult, I believe it's 5. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, okay? Everyone, just no one freaking come at me. Criteria number 2. This one has quite a few, but they're all pretty straightforward. So there's 3 features. There's feature A, feature B, and feature C, and you have to pass at least 2 of those features. So to pass feature 1, you have to get 5 out of 12 of these specific things. So the first one is unusually soft or velvety skin, which is kind of hard to show over camera, but I have it. If you know me, just come touch my arm. Also, it's hard to tell for guys because they're hairy and it's just a hard thing. It's also like
Wintertime in Colorado.
Yeah.
And it's nice and dry everywhere.
And also like it's very subjective to whoever's touching your skin. So it's kind of just confusing. There's a question mark by mine because it's really just up to interpretation sometimes. The next one is skin hyperextensibility. And it says mild on the sheet because a common misconception with this illness is that your skin has to be really, really, really stretchy. Like if you Google stretchy skin and you see people who can like lift their neck skin like over their face, like I can't do that, sorry. But what I can do is go like this, Billy. And this is where they tested me for skin hyperextensibility, was on my forearm.
So mine goes not so far. And Tasha's goes nice and far.
Wait, do it again? Oh my. Did you use again, Billy?
Oh wait, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Ink.
So it's really mild. Like mine is really, really, really mild. You can really only tell like on some places. I did not think I had hyperextensibility in my skin before I got diagnosed. I swore that I didn't have it. I also swore that I didn't have EDS, so that's cool. The next one is unexplained stretch marks. I don't have that. It is a common one just because that kind of goes along with the stretchy skin. The next one is bilateral papules
Papules?
of the heel. Billy, do you have balls in your heels?
No.
Billy doesn't have balls in his heels. Basically, they're like little stores of like fat or something. You can only see them if you're standing on your heel. So I thought that I never had them because I don't know, I wasn't just looking at my heels for fun, but also people, you can have any of these things that I'm talking about and not have EDS. That is the key. You can have a lot of these things or 1 or 2 and not have a chronic illness. A lot of these things are really common. The next one is recurrent or multiple abdominal hernias. Have you ever had a hernia?
I've never had a hernia.
Sick. I've had one, so I didn't get that because it's reoccurrent, but I have had one. If I get another, I will meet that box, but I already met enough boxes. The next one is atrophic scarring involving at least 2 sites. So also this sucks because I would show you my ankles right now, but they're taped, but I had 2 ankle surgeries and neither one of them formed correct scarring. They both have atrophic scars. So that's where they saw that on my body. Billy doesn't have any noticeable scars. All right, the next one doesn't make sense to me. I have no idea what this means, so if you're interested, Google it because I don't freaking know. Because again, I'm not a doctor, but it says pelvic floor, rectal, and or uterine prolapse. I literally don't know because I don't have this. The next one is dental crowding and high or narrow plate.
That's you.
Which I have majorly. I had braces for a year and a half and got one of those clear retainers, and it literally didn't fit after like a couple months. Like I would wear it, but it just wouldn't fit. All my teeth moved back to where they were before, and you can see on my front teeth that they're crowded. So it's really fun and noticeable. And also I have a really high narrow palate. It means that like the space between your teeth, like up there, is like smaller.
So instead of your mouth being like this, it's like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also didn't think I had that. but I do. Arachnodactyly is the next one. Guys, this is so fun. It sounds like a dinosaur.
It does sound like it.
It can be defined in one or more of the following. Positive wrist sign, the walker sign. It's basically,
Oh.
it's Domino's pizza.
Okay, while we're waiting for Billy to get,
1 second, I will be there.
we'll play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Frick.
I win. Okay, guys, so that wins. So that means.
So that wins.
Thank you.
Thank you and good night. We're on dinosaurs.
Oh, pterodactylus.
Arachnodactyly.
Same thing.
So, there's 2 ways that you can find this, and one of them is called the walker sign, which I guess is just when you put your hand around your wrist and your fingers touch in some way.
Yours like overlap.
Yeah, so there's a picture on Google that I'm looking at, and it looks like mine. It looks,
Like you can wrap the tip of your finger over your thumb.
yes, like that's what it looks like. The way that I did it was when I put my thumb right here across my palm, you can see it from the other side. Like it sticks out.
Oh, I cannot do that.
Oh, barely.
But also my hand is all bent.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
hers is,
mine's
perfectly
straight.
Holy crap. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. But I can do that on both sides pretty well. So I got that point. Next, mitral valve prolapse. Mild or greater based on strict echocardiogram criteria. Also, do not know. I got an echo. I haven't heard back yet. So not sure. Didn't get that point, but I still passed this criterion. Lastly, aortic root dilation with something, something, something. That also needs to be done by like heart testing. So I didn't get that point, obviously. But either way, you have to have 5, at least 5 out of 12 of that section to even be considered. Then feature B is positive family history or 1 or more first degree relatives independently meeting the current criteria for HEDS. So I'm actually not sure if anyone in my family has it, which is interesting because normally people get this because it's inherited from their parents. Because if your parent has it, it's like a 50% chance that your kid will get it, but neither one of my parents have it. So I don't know how that happened, don't know what's going on there, but anyways, feature C, you have to have at least one of these 3 things. It is musculoskeletal pain in 2 or more limbs, reoccurring daily for at least 3 months. So that one's really easy for me because if you knew me, I had 2 ankle surgeries in high school. That is just a clear picture that I had chronic ankle pain in 2 of my ankles for more than 3 months. I had ankle pain since like 6th grade, so that was like a no-brainer. I also had pain in a lot of other of my joints, but those were the ones that like would probably make the most sense to people. Then the next one is chronic widespread pain for more than 3 months, which I also had. And then the last one is reoccurrent joint dislocations in the absence of trauma. Both of my ankles dislocated, but that one's kind of different because it was like a tendon dislocation. I've only fully dislocated a joint 2 times. Those are my ankles, like a long time ago. So that one I technically didn't meet. It's kind of up for discussion, but like, because I met the other 2, it didn't really matter that I didn't meet that one. But Billy, do you have a parent with EDS?
No.
Do you have pain?
I don't have chronic pain or any pain for no reason.
The only pain he has is in his heart.
Correct.
The pain that he's feeling right now because I'm making him not eat his pizza. All right, that was the second criterion. So you had to meet at least 2 of those 3 features. I met 2 out of 3. I met feature A and feature C. Billy met 0 out of the features. So
Billy, you suck.
this isn't looking too good for Billy, if I'm being honest.
Because Billy really wants to have EDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Criterion 3, you have to meet every single one of these things. Okay, there's 3 of them. The first one is absence of unusual skin fragility, which should prompt consideration of other types of EDS. You know, I'm not really sure like what that means, but it got checked on here. So 2, exclusion of other heritable and acquired connective tissue disorders. Basically, this means that you can't have another connective tissue disorder. You can't have rheumatoid arthritis. You can't have lupus. You can't have like a handful of things that could also be the cause of the pain that you're having. So I had to get a lot of blood testing done to rule out all of those other things, and all of them came back negative, so that meant I didn't have anything wrong with me on paper in that sense. All my blood tests were normal, which is confusing.
It's normal, but it's not.
Exactly. So I don't have any of those things, which means that I have EDS. Number 3, exclusion of alternate diagnoses. I just hate freaking doctor words. Like,
Yeah, like, what's the deal with doctors? Like,
Yeah, doctors,
Yeah.
you know, doctors, all freaking,
Yeah, doctors.
using made up
Am I
words,
right?
can't even write.
they can't even write.
Can I read number 3?
Good luck. Don't
la-
read the whole thing, it's long.
Okay. The last thing you need to meet is exclusion of alternative diagnoses that may also include joint hypermobility by means of hypotonia and or connective tissue laxity.
All right, so basically they have to rule out any other disorder, disease that has joint hypermobility as a symptom. So like Marfan's, other types of EDS. So I haven't technically had that done yet because you have to get genetic testing to get that figured out, but it doesn't seem like I have other types of EDS. They have to make sure that you don't have any other type of EDS or any other syndrome that can be tested for genetic wise or blood test wise to get a diagnosis of HEDS, which is hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, which is what I have. That's it. It's a lot of doctor talk. Did you have fun? Do you have EDS?
Today I've learned that I do not have EDS.
Dang it.
Tasha does.
Oh.
She has met most of the criteria, and she will know for sure in 2022 when she gets genetic tested.
So if you guys want to know more about how my life has significantly changed since finding out I have a chronic illness, holla at your girl. Let me know, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram. Guys, I'm serious about making videos about my life, so literally please let me know what you want to see, even though I kind of am acting like this is a joke because I'm trying to make light of the situation. But for real, let me know if there's any topic you want to hear me talk about, or just, I don't know. Okay, I was told I need to be more upbeat and happy about this, so subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos. Bye!
Okay.
Okay, I was told I need to be more upbeat and happy about this, so subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos. Bye!
Okay.